kecewa sih aku sama biru. Parah sih, sombong banget. Punya Kaveh sombong banget ya. Sumpah aku mau banget donasi 1,8 juta anjay. Ini temanku ada donasi 1,8 sama orang. Jadi ini orang tuh suka muncul di streamer orang lain gitu lah, Tika. So kadang-kadang donasi membership 50, kadang juga donasi 1 juta 1.500.000 gitu. Minecraft. Cuman ya apa daya aku lah ya, cuma streamer kecil mana mungkin dimampirin. Di donasi berapa? Ya terus diapain dia? Gak ada. Oh, aduh mantap deh. Oke. Halo Bang Ara, aduh iya nih, streamer ini sepertinya masih kafeless, iya. Sedih Bang. Halo Bang Ra, halo yang baru mampir. Sedih banget ya Tuhan ih. Aduh, Kaveh mana Kaveh? Iya emang masih starting Bang Ra. Screennya ya. Dah. Ya, halo Andika, hadir. Aku suka yang mochi. Yang mochi yang ini yang biasa enak banget. Iya, ada. Buset dah. Kaveh mana Bang? Ini bukan akunku Bang. Masih bisa gacha Bang. Sumpah, masih menyesal aku gacha Baizu C1. Kalau gitu aku pindah ke Banner Ganyu kemarin ya. Jangan begitu Bang Ra, kamu sudah banyak berkontribusi untuk channel ini Bang Ra, thank you loh. Jadi ya cuman sedikitnya aku masih kayak tetap inilah. Tapi aku sih nggak menyesal sih, satu kali itu tuh nggak menyesal. Tapi gimana ya, aku pengennya Kaveh. Iya, ulernya jadi ada 2 ulernya. Cuman, aduh. Tuh kan, live chatnya nggak masuk di streaming, padahal udah aku masukin loh. Kadang masuk, kadang enggak loh. Bete. Bentar guys. Mana sih? Apa sih ya kau ya? Gak masuk kalau live chatnya loh. Si biru masih belum ada suaranya nih kak. Kaveh coba bang. Hari ini kita akan nge-event ya guys, nge-event, nge-daily, nge-resin di akun ini. Karena akunku sudah tidak ada harapan, sudah dikerjain tadi. Jadi kita pakai akun yang ada aja guys. Sabar, masih baru mulai eventnya. Iya sih. Tapi kan masa di akhir-akhir, sedih banget. Halo Bang Wardana. Bang, Baizu mana Bang? Ada di ini kok ada Bang Wardana di akunku, ini bukan akunku. Mau lihat Baizuku. Aduh, belum ada Kaveh Bang Wardana. Itu muncul chatnya, ih keren. Yoi. Tadi mah gak ada. Sekarang ada nih, kelihatan. Kegedean gak sih? Kayaknya kegedean deh chatnya. Agak kegedean. Iya agak kegedean. Segini cukup gak guys? Segini cukup gak? Emang bisa dikecilin atau OBS? Caranya. Oh iya ini.
First, get into position like this. Hold like that. Yep, that's it.
Segini. Astaga. Aduh, streamingku. Nah, tes. Ini orang udah aku ingetin dia suruh beli well kit. Bang Ra, katanya kamu bisa joki simulation universe ya? Ya aku mau dong Bang Ra, yang dunia 4 susah banget. Aku gak bisa dunia 4 kalah mulu lawan robotnya Clara. Kata Bang Tito kamu bisa, kamu sepuhnya. Masa kita pulang lagi guys. Kata Bakti itu kamu jago banget. Aduh, kapan ya guys kita ada orang baik yang datang ke channel itu sudah 10 menit. Gila, ini upgrade PC. Umat dengan baik dengan senang hati. Buat apa lu Saweria, lu taruh di mana biru? Coba kalau ada orang datang gitu, bang, musik kamu jelek, terus bilang, aku donasi 10 juta kamu aktif di sini. Salty banget Andika kesana nih. Emang ngemis-ngemis. Aku belum login HSR, nanti kalau ada waktu aku main HSR sekarang. Selagi aku masih libur ya. Bang, Kaveh mana bang? Karena sih gak ngacak sih kata tadi. Mana nih biru kok kak ini nggak semangat sih kita dakap kan? Emang LCLK emang nggak bisa pakai ngomongannya ya? Emang makanya jadi laki-laki. BTW guys, kalau ada denger aku ngomong sendiri itu ada teman aku di voice ya guys. Discord tapi di streaming nggak masuk. Gak tahu caranya bang, gak tahu caranya. Sepi baik, ini kita kurang kesian ya. Aku kurang kesian bikin dia jadi turun, apalagi gara-gara semenjak aku diambil 1 bulan jadi turun. Spiral. diem aja ya. Makanya Dika cuma diem aja.
Ad Astra.
Jadi ini jadi primojok.
Thank you for completing
Coba ya kalau misalkan di dunia ini sejuta
Ad
berubah jadi
Astra
primojok
Abyssal.
pasti gimana? Coba aja kalau aku punya kafe. Pasti aku sekarang semangat banget streaming ini kalau aku punya kafe. Bagi sudah punya kafe juga. Aku bakalan streaming. Sebenarnya efektif. Nggak tahu aku. Kan aku nggak punya bang. Iya, kafe bagus banget landmarknya cuy.
something on your mind again? Let's work through it together. Two heads are
Ya
better than
besok
one.
kan cuma healing doang. Aku makan gak ngikutin meta, aku mah gajang apa aku suka biru. Aku tidak peduli orang bilang ini jelek, ini jelek. Udah kita ke event deh guys. Selesaikan kuis burung malam berguguran di model. Kuis burung tirai berguguran. Oh ini. Ini kuis apa ya? Nahida ya? Aduh. Biro astaga, aku mah gak mau ya.
Alright, I guess I'll go with my
Astaga,
textual
ini Bang Siring
criticism
belum
and your
nge-quest sampai yang
editorial
Wanderer
direction
aja.
for the first draft. Ugh, if only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about him, this seems like the kind of thing he'd know about.
Bentar deh, ini quest apa ya?
Oh, you're...
Hey, what's with that face? Don't believe us?
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma.
Ini quest apa ya?
This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver-haired
Oh, so what? For the love of... Sorry, we don't get out much, so our social skills are... traveler, I hear...
Actually, we don't.
I see. My teacher chose this area of research...
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my out...
hold on, Sawada.
Well, fair point.
Let me give you some But in the end, he threw it into a fire to destroy it, and killed his servant apart from the
Iya dong,
sword
ini
maker.
Wanderer
That's right.
story quest
I
dong.
could...
So first this.
Yes, my
Stop shouting!
This part's important. It just so happens, even back then, Tatara
Baisu.
Suna...
Wait, so there are two missing people in this story now?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans
Yeah,
of...
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah,
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. Something then seems to have happened in the...
The Kaida Hara clan.
Sawada, you left out the biggest detail of all.
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents.
Get to the point.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabukimono was not a human, but a pup.
Puppet?
Bener dong ini questnya Wanderer ini.
Aha!
No. Paimon just meant...
I agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected. And that's exactly what my book is about. Please, take a look.
Aduh, kasur ini jelas aja. Pengen yatim. Oh, anjing. Janji Iyu lanang
And
ya.
please read my essay draft as well.
Aku enam.
Sawada was encouraging me to follow his more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts. I don't think explaining everything away with mysterious forces will cut it. Oh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawada's narrative with political intrigue? Like, I could put a turf war between rival factions at the center of the whole series of events.
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
Cina. Halo, saya kembali. Iya masih.
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone. Besides, if there...
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess. Give me some time. I need to find a new angle on this.
We have some other stuff to do,
That's
so
the
we'll
real.
have to say goodbye for now. Good luck with your essay.
All right, thank you. If you find out any more info about all this, please do let me know. Thanks so much.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it? Okay, then, after all, we kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people like that is usually super confidential, isn't it? If you ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in... Hey, did you see that? He literally just
Aduh,
went
lama
by.
banget ini quest
Over there.
Wanderer nih.
It looked like the balladeer. No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see. If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?
Itu lagunya Nilu kan ya? Ini lagunya, enggak, ada lagunya Sub-Zero's Festival nih yang Nilonya narik. Ih, sumpah, ini lama banget loh. Belum lagi nge-question si Nahida yang kedua. Ah. Hai Nahida.
Traveler, Paimon, Nahida, Bangggg, did he escape or... Hey! What are you doing in the station? I know you must have a... It was my idea. A deal?
What did you expect? Why do you think? But if that's the case.
Don't flatter yourself.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Aduh, betok gue.
Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down? But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the balladeer.
Well, I for one have no reason to doubt you, considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time. The balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite a precarious position. Plus, he's a former harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond. Wait a second. Farmer? You mean he's not a harbinger anymore? I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
Sometimes it's you using them, other times it's them using you. Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui, and also between each of the harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events... Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him! Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have time. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch. Nahida, are you serious about this? Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit.
Gitu silly lah.
Yes. As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that?
Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am. He was granted the power to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information, and should be able to find it more quickly.
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated us as enemies every time we've run into him!
I understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all. Our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you. If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it. It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. You've more than earned it.
Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help?
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. And even though of course I'll be there to help guide... Great, thank you. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
Wow, it looks pretty different here compared to last time. The colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
Ano? Kenapa sih itu?
Look at that. Hot on my heels.
Waduh.
You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh,
Shut your big...
I understand that prisoners have to...
Sounds like a successful rendezvous. I need to be quite clear about something. Unlike anywhere else, I know there are many grievances between you, on both sides. But it is
Fine. Let's call it truce. But only until this mission's over.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are gonna be traveling together after all. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
If there are no further objections, I suggest we get going. Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
Ew! Ugh, the snark on this guy. It's unbearable.
We can start now.
Irminsul access granted. Initiating connection procedure.
Is this a small sapling? Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him.
Tempest.
Wow. So this is the inside of Irminsul.
Buffnya attack speed.
Ooh. Paimon's never seen...
Irminsul is closely intertwined with it. Pick your jaws up off the floor.
Why is it that
Lesser Lord Kusa...
Can you still
Yes.
Permission granted.
Let's go.
Hey, so... Say we did go running off in here. What would happen? What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining anything's possible.
These sapling things have spread out.
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be
Ini si
careful not to touch
Wanderer
them.
bisa kasih jauh ini buat nge-event. Bisa sih. Bisa gak sih? Bisa gak sih? Coba deh. Alhaitam mah nggak ngaruh.
It looks the same in every direction.
Alhaitam mah nggak ngaruh questnya. Apa?
No wonder he mentioned about getting
Buah
lost.
kedong-dong, buah pepaya,
No, he
absen.
was actually telling the truth.
Gimana maksudnya? Kok ada ahahnya?
Again? What is it this time?
Waduh.
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little?
Lama banget, Bang.
What a huge tree!
Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Good, you made it. Are you ready? Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive...
The Balladier's actually doing...
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk? Yes.
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other in
I'm feeling lonely. I wish I found a lover, someone you could hold me. Oh, I'm
That's
crying on
part
my
of it.
own.
Plus,
So sad
we're all
to
friends.
go.
There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great! So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something.
Udah,
Don't you
terus
think
ulang.
the Balladeer's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
As I've told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Perhaps today will be the day. Well done. So, everyone has a history.
Speaking of puppets,
If you mean the
really? Because from...
Oh? How interesting.
So the Kasih...
Well, they
Must be a riveting Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously, I must be the topic of said conversation.
Jadi maunya apa? Kreditor apa kredit damage apa attack nih?
Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing.
So...
Still looking.
Wait!
It's not like we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more... Right now... Huh?
This light...
Anonymous Dick.
Hey, do you...
Shh!
Mr. Niwa, are you certain?
There's no one else who can.
Is that so?
Whoa!
Fix ini bakal lama sih.
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have under your leader, as I understand, the forging industry skills.
Yes, well, you allowed a. Even now.
You flatter me.
So you say, Escher.
My goods.
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. What have we gained from adopting your new. And recently, none of the people who went out. But that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher?
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be.
Mikoshi Nagamasa.
After all,
Niwa.
why, Mr. Ni.
Enough! I'm here because I'm in charge here.
Judging from the look in your.
Drop the act! We're past that now. Whoever I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you...
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment. A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from.
You...
You're a little smarter than I thought I'd disguise my. It's a long. And yet, despite all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity.
Oh, but you're quite wrong.
Whoever you're working...
It's no trouble. If you must know, I'm
Fatu...
just to create.
That's it.
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced with its demise. My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. However, I did not make it with you in mind. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury. I want to see what happens when a malevolent heart is placed into an unsuspecting puppet. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
If you give him my heart, tell him that both Nagamasa and I see him as one of us. He has nothing to prove to anyone. Because not everyone just wants to use other people. The only ones who think like that.
What a beautiful way to see the world. Think of me as a monster. I say,
really
Mr.
hate
Niwa,
Tutorial
let's
so much.
see what happens. Will your Mr. Niwa... Jester, I have completed the task you gave me. Creating a gap and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. What fun it was. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not, let's turn him to dust.
Hey, are you alright?
Dottore? Dottore!
High tier banget tentunya.
Good. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine? But why did we see things from his perspective?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so. But it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
Let's give him some space. He looks really...
We need
Buru
to give
bang,
him
aku mau
some
ipen
time to
bang.
process his emotions.
I'm still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as the mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future. Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the balladeer became the main test subject. After the events you just saw in that memory, the doctor put Niwa's heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. Then, he instructed him to enter the furnace and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift." The mechanic removed the balladeer with
Iya Nahida, gue
Niwa
tahu
at
ceritanya
home.
Nahida.
Yes. Only if he understands this can he choose a new path forward.
Dottore, you brazen-faced... Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
Are you worried about me? It won't.
Hey,
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Teyvat.
oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
Don't thank me just yet. You...
Huh?
The reason why there are... Plus,
The heaven...
the Jester told me this himself.
Heaven Principle.
You can take his
Okay.
word on this. He was a royal... I don't know the detail. Did you get all that?
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time. Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I shared a secret with you. And now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to give me your hand. Can you hear my voice? No, I can't do anything like that anymore. At most, so tell me, in this world, is it possible? Done.
Huh? What the...
Nothing. I was just thanking him for helping me. So long. I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again. From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease to exist. Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything stupid!
You know, I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone...
Balladeer! Balladeer! Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come on, we gotta find him somehow. Oh no, he's really gone.
Oh, can you hear me?
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power.
It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
Where the heck did he go? Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him. Sorry, Nahida.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
Aduh, halo Bu Person. Buah sedekaya, buah kedong-dong. Absen bang. Absen. Gimana sih nih kalian? Kelas pantun nih di bahasa Indonesia kayaknya remet semua nih. Bu Person, biru kangen katanya. Kayak ini kenapa sih lo jalan sendiri? Udah bisa event belum sih? Capek banget gue.
Strange. Paimon's heard lots of people talking about this
Yeah, hello.
academia extravaganza thing earlier. Wonder what that is. Maybe there'll be fun things to do there. Let's go to the academia and have a look for ourselves.
Waduh, iya Bu Person, biru kangen katanya. Apa biru? Aku hanya menyampaikan, kamu nggak dari kemarin ngomong, aduh Person mana ya, gak bisa bantuin aku nih ngeksplorasi ya kan? Kita hanya menyampaikan apa yang disampaikan biru ya. Salah mulu kita mah ya. Kita hanya menyampaikan apa yang kamu sampaikan, biru, tidak melebihkan, tidak mengurangkan ya. Tuh kan, questnya pada nge-stuck, kan bener, oh. Pergi ke Santron of untuk mendapatkan informasi lebih dalam tentang saudara-saudaramu, kamu yang paling mau ketemu. Kasus penutupan mencurigakan saat ini sedang dilakukan terlebih dahulu. Ini yang mana lagi? Kasus penyelundupan mencurigakan. Mana questnya? Ini. Ini questnya siapa? Ah, bener-bener. Ya bang. Questnya mangpet guys, gak bisa jalanin. Jangan bilang ini quest yang mana nih, quest yang mana nih? Aduh, ini questnya hitam nih kayaknya.
Wait, you two! Just a moment, please. Here, the traveler in Paimon. It's a pleasure to meet you. Do you have a moment? There's something I'd like to discuss with you. My name is Currently, Sino is out investigating a case involving...
Oh no.
Well, word has it that you two are...
Panjang lagi.
Large amounts of according to some research, using rumors also last we heard from...
Sounds like we better.
Ya aku pengen cuma nge-event beneran. Berarti gua harus nyelesain ya, bentar. Nilu udah. Oke, jadi kita harus nyelesain question pertama Nahida, 2 quest Nahida, terus Seno, Al Hitam juga gak sih? Ya, Al Hitam. Sama Dea. Wah, cuan sih sebenarnya cuan sih, aku dapat duit sih, cuman capek. Bentar guys.
Ah, it's you two. But I'm very busy at the moment.
That's right.
So Nabil, I see. Long story short.
Whoa.
Panjang lagi nih
Sounds
questnya.
pretty complicated. But having a chance to catch bad guys with Sino, it's like we're a part of the mantra. All right, sign us up.
Is this all you...
What difference does it make if
They've been cracking down on us lately. What? I don't see any real gems in this bag.
150K?
Put the Mora down and your hands up.
It's Sino!
Hey, forget the goods! Let's split!
But don't forget the Mora!
Dun dun! Not so fast! You can't escape!
What is this? He's got... I don't...
It's over. It's not like...
Huh?
Just like the others I've caught. All right.
well...
And when is the...
He's telling the truth. Honest! The stock we have right now is from 8 days...
I know exactly. I suspect who's ever... When you were trying to...
Are you kidding? But here we are.
They already knew all about me. These small fries are the only ones they leave out in the open. And no matter how many we catch, it won't... If only we had another lead. Like a merchant who sells large amounts of canned knowledge.
Huh? Oh, you mean someone like nothing?
Do you have a potential suspect? You'd better bring them to me for judgment.
Whoa! Judgment?
That's right.
Judgment is
I
upon
won't
you.
turn a blind eye on any dangerous suspect.
Oh! Sounds like we
Lagi ada
shouldn't
telepon
ever
dia.
let Sino meet Dory.
I see. Anyway, I'll think of a way to deal with these two and then continue gathering information. If you manage to learn anything, you can find me at Caravan Rebot. And as for you, I don't ever want to catch you buying canned knowledge again. If you possess any—
Okay.
Hey!
What? You gotta think about it. If the academia is...
The academia has— I just hope you understand. If I ever— Alright, Traveler. I need to go now.
Ha! You think you can scare me?
Traveler, why don't we go talk... I see. So that's the latest scoop. Good thing you didn't rat me out. Otherwise, who knows where I'd have to be hiding to avoid attention. No idea. Sorry. I've already cashed out of the canned knowledge business. Huh? You mean you stopped selling it? That's right. With so much canned knowledge flooding the market, it was becoming impossible to fetch decent prices anymore. Besides, it seems that group of smugglers has practically taken over the market. It's a little rule of mine to never fight for a share of someone else's market. If I'm gonna make Mora, it's gonna be the lion's share. Plus, with regulations getting as tight as they are now, I figured I might as well just hang it up. Sounds like we came all this way for nothing. Well, not completely. Granted, I don't know who's behind all the smuggling activity, but since you didn't sell me out, I'll let you in on what I do know. After all, those smugglers have really crossed the line, butting their way into the market like that. I hope their luck runs out soon so that I can take over. I mean, so that the industry can become more fairly regulated. Hey, you just want to make more business for yourself. Don't underestimate its value. Think about it. You can gain all sorts of knowledge while bypassing the troublesome process of studying. Naturally, that makes it a product worth a high price. Of course, not everyone needs that kind of knowledge, but in a market as big as Sumeru, there is plenty of demand. Plus, the cost of production is relatively low, so even— Then why does the— Being able to gain complex knowledge and become a scholar with the snap of your fingers does sound like a dream, doesn't it? But everything in the world comes at a price, right? Gaining knowledge is a complicated process. It requires learning, thinking, and practice. Even when it comes to my own business, I have to go through a lot of preparation before I put anything out for sale. But with canned knowledge, one may simply skip all the hassle and get whatever they need to know immediately. That inherently leads to at least two potential problems. First, you'll accept the knowledge as factual without a second thought, and you'll find it very hard to forget. This means that if the knowledge is flawed, then it'll be very difficult to correct. And second, excess use of knowledge capsules over an extended time diminishes your ability to think. You'll end up becoming like a library that can only store knowledge.
Oh, that does sound pretty dangerous. Traveler, you used canned knowledge before. Did you feel any negative effects?
Of course, using it sparingly is not an issue, which is exactly why I used to sell it. It's just like how medicine can be used to cure diseases, but can also do harm when overused. It all comes down to balancing the right amount. Anyway, back to the point. There'll be consequences if the sale of canned knowledge by the... And what's worse, as far as I know...
The Court of Desolation? What's that?
Rumor has it that it's a site of ruins from the age of King Deshret. It's said that with the treasures inside, one can see beyond life and death. But any research of the ruins is strictly banned by the academia. Word on the street is that there'll be an auction taking place in the desert. They're auctioning rare canned knowledge, some of which is related to the... Once I heard about the auction, I began to suspect that all the canned knowledge popping up on the market is just a diversion. I'd wager that their real target is because, as for the auction, on the other hand, no one can say for sure that they will ever succeed in finding...
Sounds to Paimon like we better head to the desert and see the auction. Who knows, we might find some leads there.
That's right. And now that I've shared all that valuable info with you, it's time to introduce our limited edition desert travel kit. It comes complete with a map straight to the auction location. As I said, I also have to make preparations before I sell things, right? Now, let me consider how much I should sell this for. I've got it! 500,000 mora per kit! That's quite the bargain. We'll even offer a 50% discount for little Paimon's travel kit. Only 250,000 mora.
What? That's super expensive!
No need to worry, little one. Sino's the one heading this investigation, isn't he? All you'll need to do is... I'm sure the General Mahamatra of the Academia would never leave any debt unpaid. And I can only imagine the funds he's allocated for investigations. Oh, maybe I should charge him more.
We'd better get going. If Dory keeps at it, we'll be out of mora.
I just wish that some people would actually do their jobs.
Relaxing days like this are nice. Let's take it easy.
I just wish that some people would actually do their jobs.
Ah. Bisa kitang effort sekarang. Kenapa tuh?
Seems like an emergency. You're open. Not.
Let me weave you a verse.
Try not to enjoy this.
You're open. Done. Dodge this. Remember, health comes first. Mind the side effects.
Surrender and will be gentle.
Grain cutter. Grain outlines your fate.
Seems like an emergency.
Let me weave you a verse. Huh?
First, get into position like... Next on the agenda... No touching!
Rain outlines your fate.
Sight clear.
Time to act. Witness the power.
Feast your eyes. Come at me. Scanning. Ha!
Not good. Let me lead you away.
Sight clear. Breaking new ground. Scanning.
A moment, if you would.
We sure are.
My name is Wikas, a member of the Academia Extravaganza Planning Committee.
Yep, and that's...
Is that so? Since you're both interested. The gala is held, on the other hand, this year.
Got it.
You're most welcome. Answering questions regarding the Academia...
Huh? Neither.
Well, let Lesser Lord Kusano... As I've heard that the two of you are famous across both the rainforest and desert. With your participation, especially in the Interdarshan Champ...
Exactly. Or do you mean...
No need to worry. There's no pressure. Just...
That kind of sounds like a sweet deal. What do you think?
You can head over to the festival venue later. An organizer there, some of them even might be people you recognize. So, how about it? Would you like to take this commission?
Wow.
The main event venue, the championship is...
Alrighty, Beauty, don't leave me.
Welcome, one and all. Now then, fabulous monetary.
She should be Karina, right? Looks like she's in the middle of something.
The diadem of...
I believe that most of 20 years ago, the generous championship prizes are also sourced from his sponsorship. Before we begin, allow me to express our gratitude to this researcher, who cannot be with us right now.
Things can only go from bad. Human nature begets conflict, and conflict begets ruin. From the beginning, the seeds of wickedness have been.
Hey! Paimon called out to you, but you didn't respond. You okay? Did you stay up late without telling Paimon?
All right. I'm sure we're all more than ready for the championship to begin. Now then, representing Amorta, Tainari! Representing Spontamod, Sino! Representing Ratawahist, Layla! Representing Haravatat, Farazan! Representing Kasharawar, Kaveh! And for Vahumana... Huh? Is Vahumana's representative not here yet?
These introductions are pointless. Let's just get this over.
Finally, our final contestant is Vahumana's representative, Hat Guy.
Oh, so that...
You know who he is?
I've heard that he's a researcher. His manner of speak.
Aside from his Vahumana has seen...
It's just kinda weird. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd participate in competitions like this one.
Now that we have our 6 contestants, the champion who will triumph this time around. Hold on to your hats, because we're all on this ride together.
Huh. We really do know a lot of the contestants. Oh, right. Let's go ask them when we go say hi. Especially him. Paimon still thinks it's weird that he's here.
according to the will of every creature. Each fish in the ocean swims in its own direction.
survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
biru. Ada.
To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
We meet again, you two.
Hey, Tainari.
Is that so?
It's a pleasant surprise because it's.
So, kind of, but.
I had wondered the same thing. When I was told the news, I was actually more shocked than you are now. I later found out that.
So that's a rule.
There are some
That's right.
You must have been a case of the.
I heard that
Sometimes I wish I could clap a few of them over the head and tell them to spend that time on studying well, you can. Next month. I'm not that concerned about becoming the
Yes. This year's card is a rare.
Great.
No, it's a. It's very. That is reason enough. I shall do my all to
As someone who doesn't play cards much, I can't quite relate. But it isn't surprising that everyone has their own reasons for taking part in the tournament.
Fair enough. All right, let's go find someone else to question.
Biru, kamu udah nonton belum Biru trailernya ini? Kasih SARA yang kenalin dewa-dewanya. Oh my god, aku nonton ah. Nonton bareng ini di streamingku nih. Anjay. Kita daripada bosen ya guys, Genshin Impact lucu banget anjay.
Shall we? An exchange of memories.
Oh my god.
I dreamed of a ray of light, of a crystal chalice. The light that shone from that crystal spoke to me. Listen to the parable of the stars. The nameless one, the pathless one, arrived from the edge of the wilderness, clad in stellar radiance. Go now, march unwaveringly into solar wind. At the end, you will return to my embrace, but march towards the light.
Andika. Nonton streamingku Andika ini, Kasih SARA ngenalin dewa-dewanya. Udah belum? Iya, udah belum? Udah nonton belum? Streamingku nontonnya streamingku. Udah mulai ya.
Yet that light began to burn, piercing through the clouds as a golden death. Towers crumbled, and the people fled, for the sun was soon to set and meet with vicious destruction.
Oh my god, hot banget.
But be not dismayed, O child of the world. The Lux arrow will descend to purge the wicked abominations. You must follow the traces left behind in the storm's wake. The Celestial one guards their secrets, blotting out the roots that connect all things. But they are silent, like a shroud of mist at the center of the universe. Listen to the silence, and you will know where the stars are resting. Let your staff strike the earth, they say.
In the ocean swims in its own direction.
And again. The tender sprouts will grow to the sky, and the dew that falls from their branches will rid you of sickness and poison. Blindfold your eyes, they say, that the approaching darkness may strike no fear in you. Let it not burden your soul, nor numb your stride. Push open the majestic gates, they say, and lift up the tablets of lapis. Read them aloud. Let the fire that forged the bricks and the ones that laid the walls' foundations be known. Then they say, "Oh, you who have reached the end, enter into the paradise that envelops all. Join this great choir and feast. Listen to the beating of billions upon billions of hearts, holding you in their embrace. Look upon the courtesan's extravagance, the mariner's intemperance. Listen to the infant in the mirror, the waves as they enter the dream, the tipping of the balance, the shapeless prince. And finally, measure the world against yourself, and take all such things to heart. This is the path you should walk, they say. Machiavelli, depart once more. Machiavelli.
Cantik, guys.
Countless shooting stars streak the sky tonight.
Layla versi glow up, guys.
Should you choose the right one, it will carry your wish to thousands of distant worlds.
Jadi dewanya ini setiap elemen ya gak sih? Berarti tadi si Nanok, terus siapa? Nanok, yang dewa yang emang udah, maksudnya ini kan biar lebih jelas ya.
Light that shone arrived from the edge of the wilderness, clad in stellar radiance. Go now, march and wave, and you will light.
Distraction, oh si Nanok satu. Hunt.
But be not dismayed, O child of the light. The Luck's arrow will descend to purge the wicked abominations.
Numerous works that lay out military strategy in a simple and pragmatic way. Those are my favorite.
The Celestial One guards their secrets, plotting out the routes that connect all things. But they are silent, like a shroud of mist at the center of the universe. Listen to the silence, and you will know where the stars are resting. Let your staff strike the earth, they say, once and again. Blindfold your eyes, they say, that the approaching darkness.
Each fish in the ocean swims in its own direction.
Your stride. Push open the majestic gates, they say, and lift up the tablets of lapis. Read them aloud. Let the fire that...
Tujuh. Cuma 7 dewa ya? 7 dewa.
You must prepare for hardship.
7 dewa.
Kaveh! Farzan! Layla!
Huh?
We're here especially...
Is that so? In that case, I'll remember to shoot from
Don't get ahead of yourself now.
Huh? You don't remember?
What?
Huh. How yeah. Good. Then we are official. I like respectful ones, by the way. Would you like to join my research group?
Madam Faruzan, I'm quite sure this counts as poaching. Let's dial things down.
I know, but it's been tough getting people these days. But once I win this tournament, it'll be... So you're just here to increase the... Well, not just that. Well, there's been an influx of newly enrolled students. Moreover...
I'll do my best as well.
So, why are you...
I don't know why, but... Oh,
that sounds like what happened to Dainari.
Him? Oh, I'm...
Stress not, young one. We must all
But Madam Farsan, I don't...
Seriously? Must I say?
Yes, you do.
Well...
Oh, that's...
what?
Oh, right. Sorry, So, you...
Correct. Once I do...
That's not a bad reason at all, though your chances with me...
Not that he'll have...
Katanya
For
Senpai
you to
sekarang
have
pulang
experienced
siang
such a
ya?
thing.
It's all in the past now, and...
All right.
No, of course...
Paimon's...
Just call me Hack,
That sounds like a...
so I can't go by a simple...
Fine. So we're especially...
You could be Mod...
You...
I'll tell you this much. I have an agreement with someone not to reveal my motives.
You're not plotting something in secret, are you?
Well, it's hard to say. Why don't you take a guess?
Ugh. Paimon's had it with you. Fine, be that way. Then we won't ask you why you're participating. Instead, why did you join Vahumana?
You two sure like to poke your noses where they don't belong. If I don't say anything, are you going to annoy me to death? I heard that the Vahumana researcher named Akaba was researching the Tatarasuna incident, so I wrote a few essays to refute his points. Later, when I was bored, I wrote some commentary on societal issues in Inazuma. I didn't expect Vahumana to consider me as one of them. Someone even invited me to a lecture or whatever. From start to finish, it was just the wishful thinking of idiots. A misunderstanding. There's your answer. Simple. But when Lesser Lord Kusanali heard about this, she went out of her way to get me registered in Vahumana. She used the name Hack. Enough chit. Someone's about to get...
How is anyone supposed... We've got a... Looks like Karina's got a moment now. Let's go chat with her.
Aku belum ngecek nilai UTS ku, guys.
Rest and rebuild.
I'm about to come.
You must be the guest commentators Vikas invited. I've heard about you. I saw you two having quite the lively conversation.
We were actually looking...
Excellent! Then please allow me to explain your job responsibilities in detail. First, please take these two things. The first item is a custom camera from the Academia. Please use it to record the competition as it unfolds. The second is an event-specific locator that will flag all participants' locations. It will also sound when one of them completes an objective.
Wow!
Aside from you two, speaking of which, you...
Oh, it's them!
Well, don't let me keep you unless you haven't... Why do you ask? Really? I didn't see any such person. Could I ask when you saw him? Strange.
Paimon didn't see anyone either.
Perhaps you're mistaken. However, if you have any leads on that matter, you can talk to me at any time.
Hey, Traveler. Paimon.
Dia! Candace! You two are here as well!
Ah, so they're two friends of yours. In that case, I'll take my leave.
The Academia sent us both invitations. The villagers were also encouraging me to...
We're here now, so no point. Merchants from all over will set up shop. There'll be tons of stuff. I'm already set on helping you buy 2 new outfits. I mean, who wears the same thing at—
I'm looking forward to it.
So, travel—
We'd love to.
Aw, that's a shame. Let's hang out together.
Sure.
In that case, Candace and I'll head out first. Good clothing and fabrics are very much—
No need to rush. See you two later.
Paimon didn't think that
During the opening, amongst these your objective, that is all for the first round. Should you require clarification on anything, please ask any of the other staff.
Oh, Haytham's all business all the time, huh? That said, how did he get—
Finding 3.
I'm off. It will take some time to search every—
Huh? You're going just like that?
A champion walks the road to victory.
My dear Kashar.
Cooperate.
Looks like everyone's got their own plans for this, Tuffy. We're supposed to go on stage next, right? Huh? Wait a minute. Look, he seems to be observing the other contestants. We were right not to let our guard down.
Do you remember those things we made previously?
Huh? You mean...
It's time for them to shine.
It looks like Faruzan and Kaveh have some secret plan.
Oh, hello there, Madam Faruz.
Shh! Hush now. Come now, let's go.
All right, there's no time to lose. We're off to make...
This is based...
I have most of the reagents with me, and...
Kaveh, you're here too! Kainari, you have a...
My hypothesis is that, of course, details will have...
Okay, see? Hey, Layla!
Yeah.
Aren't people who research the stars supposed to have some extraordinary abilities? Why not use astrology to solve it?
Oh, you're another contestant.
Is it that you can't use
No, it's not like that. If it's daytime, all I need is an astrolabe.
So, why don't you do that then?
You're overthinking it. Power is just a tool. It just seems to me that you don't have the resolve to...
Hey!
Did I say something? Thank you. To be honest...
Lord Sino seems to have found a swiftfly.
Really? Where?
The butterfly flew up high.
Oh, no time to lose.
As expected of Sino. I'll head...
Alright. In that case, let's go see Sino first. And then we can check on what...
Oke guys, kita restream lah.